What is up, everybody? This is Chicago Sports Talk, Michael. And I felt like this needed to be said. Well, because I do post games on Monday, talking about last night's game. I am your host, Chicago Sports Talk, Michael, the voice of Chicago. I have to say this from the bottom of my heart. That was probably the worst offensive performance I have ever seen outside of the 2013 game where we got massacred by the Packers 40 to nothing. So there who is to blame for the loss? I think this has to go on play calling and the quarterback play. And I want to say this. Justin Fields threw the ball 11 times in this game. He threw the ball 11 fucking times. Why is he not throwing the ball more? Like, if he makes mistakes, so what? He's young. He'll learn. If he was a veteran, it was a different story, but he's young. Why are you making him throw the ball 11 times? Let him learn. If he makes a bad mistake, he'll learn from it. It's that simple. I've seen Brett Favre and Eli Manning lead the league in interceptions, and somehow they won Super Bowls. So I just want to say, like, what the fuck did I just see last night? The only positive thing on the offense that I can say to you right now is that we have a damn good running back core. David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert had a solid game. But for the offense, it didn't even matter because you want to know why? You want to know why it didn't matter? Because you scored 7 points against a team that's been butt fucking you ever since they drafted Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. This team legit has been butt fucking you throughout the entire, like, at this point, Aaron Rodgers doesn't see the Bears as a competitive team. He doesn't see them as a team that he needs to study hard. All he just sees the Bears as another bye week. And that's saying a lot. And before you say, oh, he doesn't have any talented wide receivers, that goes back onto the play calling. Why aren't guys getting wide open? I want to bring up the stat and what's good, TRL. Equivius St. Brown was the only leading receiver on the team. Is that on Justin Fields or is that on the play caller? Take your pick. Because it's the play calling's fault that receivers are not getting open. In order to win games like this against the Packers, who won 13 games, you have to score points. And the Bears couldn't do that. They only scored 7. It was all good a week ago. Now you see the truth on Justin Fields, though. Hey, at least we have a future quarterback. You guys are rolling with Jimmy Garoppolo because your quarterback is out for the season. Hey, at least we have a young, a promising quarterback. At least that's that. But you guys lost your franchise quarterback because your coach is a dumbass. It kept running him. And I want to get to the defense, but honestly, I can't talk much about the defense besides Kyler Gordon, but what do you expect? He's a rookie. He's playing a hard position out there. But the run defense was basically bad. And you want to know why the run defense was bad? Because the offense was the main reason. Because if you keep going 3 and out, eventually your defense has to get tired out. Yeah, that's the problem, TRO. It's just, why is this play calling preventing Justin Fields to throw the ball? Why are they only like, this is basically Greg Roman's offense 2.0. This is basically Greg Roman's offense 2.0, where they basically just kept running the football and barely letting Lamar throw the ball. That's how Lamar Jackson, like, I feel like the ever close we'll see Justin Fields to be compared to is probably Lamar Jackson, because of the scheme they're running is exactly how they run it in Baltimore. 7-11 from that's a future quarterback. LOL, bro. Hey, that's not on him. That's the fucking play calling. Hey, at least we have a quarterback. You guys have Jimmy Garoppolo, who is average at best. Y'all lost your franchise quarterback. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. And Trey Lance didn't even look good against the Seahawks before the injury. Jimmy Garoppolo came. That's why Jimmy Garoppolo came in and threw a dart. So, what are we talking about? And Megatron, he was the only reason why he threw 11 times because the fucking play calling was fucking bad. I think long term, Justin Fields is going to be the quarterback, but this is not the play calling. Bears coaching staff doesn't have faith in Justin Fields. That's why they limited his throws. No, I don't believe that statement. They just don't believe in the talent that he has. Like, outside of Dart, like, St. Brown was the only leading receiver, and that's why Mooney, the number one receiver, had like -3 yards, receiving yards the entire game. And that's because I think that was just a bad play call by Luke Getsy, because he wanted to do a wide receiver screen pass with only one blocker. So it's not that the Bears don't have faith in Justin Fields. They just don't believe in the talent that he has. And that's on the coaching staff. And I do think that next year next free agency will be the free agency where the Bears go out and spend their money. Yeah, I used the same excuse last year about the coaching play, and now you got a new coaching staff, but the same results with Justin Fields, though. LOL, bruh. Well, when you're having a offensive coordinator who's calling plays for the first time, expect very low numbers. You guys, on the other hand, have had Kyle Shanahan, who's been calling plays for God knows how long, and Trey Lance. And that, do you want to know what that resulted, Megatron, in? Him getting carted off in the field. So what are we talking about? I thought Kyle Shanahan was supposed to make magic work. And that. So what are we talking about, Megatron? What are we talking about, Megatron? I guess you're just salty in your panties just because Trey Lance got hurt, and y'all are gonna stick with Garoppolo for the season, and we'll see where that gets you. And y'all ain't gonna fucking win a Super Bowl. This is the NFL. Injuries happen, bro. Yeah, injuries can happen, but you guys weren't using Trey Lance right. So is Trey Lance a bust? So I'm trying to understand here, Megatron. Why did Trey Lance get hurt? Was it Kyle's fault, or was it because he doesn't just fit the system? Take your pick. Because you're just flipping around circles. I'm telling you, bro, but the offense needs to get their shit together. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for a new play caller next free agency. But the only thing I could take away from this game that was positive, exactly, TRL. You got Niners fans on Twitter hate TRL. I'm hearing rumors that they're sending Kyle Shanahan death threats because they believe he tried to injure Trey Lance on purpose. And now because Grant Cohen was listing a bunch of coaching options for the 49ers. Exactly, like this is why I like real 49ers fans like CG and John Jay and I'm friends with a lot of 49ers fans, but some of y'all are a bit some of the 49ers fans are a bit homerish and want Kyle Shanahan's head already. Y'all should be glad you kept Garoppolo. But nah, you got Niners fans fighting on Twitter because I look, I understand because that's your quarterback that you invested so much in. Either one, Kyle is ruining him, or two, he doesn't fit the system. Take your pick. Trey Lance didn't even look that good against the Seahawks. The only reason why they won because Jimmy Garoppolo's experience helped the Niners win that game. So, anyways, I'm done with my little rant. So, I do blame Shanahan for Trey Lance getting hurt, but how do you make an analogy that Trey Lance is a bust because he got hurt? I did not say he was a bust. I didn't say he was a bust. I just said he was unproven to me. I said either one, Kyle Shanahan ruined Trey Lance, or the scheme doesn't fit Trey Lance. I did not call Trey. You can go back and look. I did not call Trey Lance a bust, Megatron. So how about you rewind a little bit before you type a comment? You're probably one of those 49ers fans that were on Twitter begging the 49ers to fire Kyle Shanahan yesterday. Exactly, Eric Cartman. Exactly, Eric Cartman. I don't even think, to be honest, I don't think they'll make the playoffs. If they do make the playoffs, it will probably be a wild card spot. And also, David McNew is a realistic 49ers fan and is happy the team won. Y'all got 49ers fans wanting to fire Kyle Shanahan on Twitter. Oh, because he tried to get Trey Lance hurt. Yeah, but David McNew, Niner by nature, and a couple other 49ers fans are going after Kyle, even Grant Cohen. And you got the Coneheads sending death threats to Kyle Shanahan because they believe that he tried to injure Trey Lance on purpose. That's why I said from the get go I don't think Trey Lance fits Kyle Shanahan's system. Could I be wrong? Yes, but I don't think he fits that system that he's trying to run. He like at this point he looks good when he's not forced to run the ball a lot. So that's my stance. But as of this game, it just boggles my mind. But we got the Texans next week, which should be an easy win for us. But the performance from last night, I don't. Nothing is guaranteed next Sunday against the Texans. And even against the Giants. I know the Giants are undefeated, but they've been getting a horseshoe up their ass lately. So they better get shit together. Otherwise, if the Bears lose this game and then the following game and drop down to their season 1-3, then we're going to be looking for some heads. And by the way, folks, why is Lucas Patrick and Tevin Jenkins keep rotating in the offensive line? I understand that Lucas Patrick didn't get enough preseason time, but why are you guys rotating him and Tevin Jenkins when clearly you should only have Lucas Patrick playing at the center because Sam Mustipher ain't that good? So, anyways, I think that's pretty much wraps up my rant. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. I do have to get back to my schoolwork. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Friday.